Alright guys, I just wanted to make a little rant video about how cheating killed online gaming. I've been meaning to make this video for a while, honestly. Because it really has, man. Cheating has just destroyed online gaming. It's really unfortunate too. But you know what? Cheating has always existed. It really has. Even back in the Unreal and Quake days on PC, there were still cheaters and hackers. But usually you could get away from them by playing on dedicated servers. You know, most games had server browsers and dedicated servers back then. And cheaters would still show up and try, but there was usually at least one mod in a match, so they would ban them right away. You would just send a message to the mod, or they would see them cheating and just ban them. And if they weren't on, if you played in a dedicated server, you would usually know at least one mod, but usually a lot of them, because everybody played in that server at some point. So even if they were offline, you would just send them a message, and they would go back and look at the logs and be like, oh, yep, that guy was cheating, and ban them. So it was nice. You rarely saw cheaters because of that, and when you did, they were gone just as fast as they appeared. You know, so because of that, you'd stick to a few dedicated servers that you liked, and in turn, this would also help you meet new people playing the game. I mean, many times the same people would play in the same dedicated servers, like I said, so you'd start to form friendships or rivalries with different players. That was so fun having rivalries with different players. There'd be like some guy that you don't know on the other team that you keep getting matched up against. You guys are on different teams and you guys just keep killing each other, man. Just you two. For some reason, you guys just keep meeting and killing each other. And then as you play through the night, sometimes the teams will switch up, so eventually that guy will be on your team. And you'll get to know them, and eventually you'll make friends with them. At first, you guys were talking all this shit to each other. Oh, I got you, motherfucker, what up? And 3 hours later, he's your best friend. You guys are kicking ass together, so I miss that. You don't get that experience with the new age skill-based matchmaking and the lobbies that close right after a game. I hate that, man. I don't know why games started to move more towards skill-based matchmaking and ending lobbies after a match in recent years. But they did, and it destroyed any opportunity to build camaraderie with other gamers. And that's not helped by the private chat lobbies now too, but that's another video. But during that time period, it was a time when cheating in general was looked down upon heavily in the gaming community, and they regulated their own really well. Because there was like something honorable about it, back when gaming was just nerds playing games. Nobody wanted to cheat. It ruined the bragging rights. You can't talk trash if you're using aimbot and wall hacks and stuff. Nah. That's what's so funny though. You fast forward to today and that's exactly what's happening. You got a bunch of people running around that can barely even look around in the game if you took away all of their stuff. And they want to run their mouth and talk trash about how good they are. It's just sad. And then LARP also like they're not cheating. You know, at some point, in the last 10 years especially, cheating became the acceptable method for playing any multiplayer game at a high level. You know, Cronus Zen started hitting the market for the same price of a game. I mean, the same price of a game. I mean, people buy deluxe packages for $120 all the time. I mean, what the hell is you buy a game for 70 bucks and you pay 60 bucks or 70 bucks for a Cronus Zen? Now you got no recoil on your gun. Now you got perfect timing in a basketball game. It's like, dude, it's an easy no-brainer. So, a Cronus Zen is a form of cheating in my opinion, but I view it more as a soft method. Because it allows players to have less recoil or faster animations in FPS games, or allows players to time things perfectly and have macros programmed in. Example being, like I said, cheaters in NBA 2K who would auto-time their jump shots to green every time, and had macro dribble moves programmed into them to do them perfectly every time. You know, this device basically puts a regular player on steroids. I personally think they should be banned, and some companies have tried to take steps to minimize Cronus Zen use, but nothing has really worked as of yet. But then you have the full-blown cheaters that buy cheats for wall hacks, aimbot, no recoil, perfect timing, money glitches, speed running, flying, and all kinds of other crazy shit. I mean, most of the top FPS streamers out there are clearly using these to some extent. Come on, people. But nothing's really done about it. You know, if they get too blatant with it, they might catch a ban, but most of them don't. And the funny thing is, especially with like game like Call of Duty, you can watch one of these streamers play. Just watch their gameplay. And you can tell that they're cheating just by watching how they move. Because if you're a grizzled veteran of games, especially of a Call of Duty or something. You're watching this guy play Warzone and he just fucking full sprints, like full on, right across an open field and runs right to that building and then goes in there and murders 2 people. And you're just thinking to yourself, you're like, well, I've played the game. And if I just randomly try to run across full speed sprint without even checking left, checking right, nothing, I'm going to take a bullet right to the dome. He did it because he has wall hacks and he knew that there was nobody around except those 2 dudes in the building. So the way they move, he didn't check his left, he didn't check his right, he didn't look around like he was itchy or nothing because he knows where everyone's at. It's like, well, if you're watching that and you've played the game, you're like, well, I know what he's doing. You watch this guy like drop out of the sky, he turns to his right immediately and lasers this dude with the fucking SMG with no sight on it that's parachuting like 200 meters away. And then you're like, I mean, I've used that gun before. It ain't even about a skill issue. You're watching him play and he has no recoil. He just lasers this guy. Fucking no shots missed. 200 meters away. Just lasers that guy. And you could turn the game on right after that and go try to replicate that. And you go use that gun and it sprays all over the place. Just all over. And you have a sight on it. It just sprays everywhere. And you're like, yeah, that's what it would really look like. So these people aren't fooling anybody, man. And it's been like that for a while. I don't know why people are acting like these people are top gamers. I have friends that are really good players. I like to think of myself as probably an above average player in FPS games when I know the game and all that shit. But I have a couple of friends who are really fucking good. And I've seen what it looks like when good players make a no-scope 360 spin shot on a chopper pilot in Battlefield or something. I know what it looks like when it's real and when it's not. So I wouldn't be surprised if we find out later that Activision and other companies are the ones actually behind selling the cheats in the first place. I mean, it's all about the money after all, right? But yeah, these types of cheaters have completely destroyed online gaming in most genres. Because once a normal person realizes they're being cheated like that and the playing field is no longer level, they just quit playing. Nobody wants to play a rigged game. Over time, the player base of a game shrinks to the point where the only people left are cheaters cheating cheaters. It's really sad, honestly, as I've seen many good games die to cheaters. And even when this stuff is brought to a company's attention, they usually just try to ignore it and hope it goes away. They don't really seem to want to fix the problem in any way, shape, or form. For this problem, I like using my little baseball analogy here. It's like you got the normal game of baseball, and then one day a guy shows up in the MLB with an aluminum bat. In real life, they would either eject him or obviously you can't do that. But let's just say he walks up and nobody says anything and he fucking hits a ball like 650 feet. And he keeps doing that and nobody says anything. And he does that the whole season, and next thing you know, the end of the season he has 93 home runs. Dude gets paid $200 million contract or something, makes a ton of money. I mean, then the next season, if you're not using an aluminum bat, then you're an idiot. Yeah, so then maybe a few more people, they start using aluminum bats, and then this other guy shows up with a self-hitting robot that just hits dingers every time, no matter what kind of pitch. And then this guy, obviously, he hits 460 home runs in a year, whatever the fuck. And it just becomes that outlandish because you have no cap. You're just letting everything ride. And so you have no rules, basically. And you wouldn't have a game of baseball. What would that even look like? It would transition into some weird robot shit where there's robot fielders that would negate that guy's machine that could hit all those home runs. It would have a machine that would raise an arm up 200 feet in the air and catch the ball instead of letting it go out of the park. And then you're like, what the hell am I watching? Well, that's exactly what happened to online gaming. Nobody did shit about the cheaters. They just kept ignoring it. And it grew and it grew. It grew into a business, a very profitable one. Those companies that sell the cheats and the Cronus Zens and shit, they're making a killing. And nobody gives a fuck. And so now if you want to play at even a normal level in these games, like a Call of Duty or something, you at least have to have a Cronus Zen to help with your recoil, to try to keep up. It'd be like taking steroids, in that baseball analogy. You at least have to take steroids at this point. You can't just go out there with nothing. You at least have to be using steroids with an aluminum bat. You can't go out there just normal with the wooden bat anymore, man. What are you doing? You literally wouldn't be on the team anymore. You lose your spot. You used to be an all-star player in the normal baseball league. You were a top player, and you didn't change anything. All these people just started cheating. So now you're out of the league. You're literally out of a job. That happened to a lot of good players that were just good naturally. And they're told by the cheaters, you know what? You just need to get good, dude. You just need to get good. It's amazing. Hilarious, honestly. But you know, then when you thought it couldn't get any worse, you have the company itself cheating you, the player. Because not only do you have to deal with all of these cheaters running rampant in every multiplayer game, you also have to battle the insane algorithms and skill-based matchmaking that's programmed into these stupid modern games. You have algorithms in Call of Duty directly messing with your latency and aim assist to make you better or worse depending on the match. You have algorithms in NBA 2K that'll make you start missing all your shots because the other team's down by 10 and they need to catch up. You got algorithms in Madden that'll make you fumble or glitch through a player depending on who it decided needed to win that game in order for them not to turn the game off and quit playing. Maybe they were on a 2-game losing streak and you were on a 2-game winning streak. Well, the game decided you could afford to lose one, but they needed a win to keep them in the game because they're buying packs, man. And they need that guy to buy another pack. It's disgusting. The list goes on, man. You can pretty much expect this level of garbage going on behind the scenes in every AAA multiplayer game at this point, and it's just fucking disgusting. It's physically disgusting. It's sick. You people are sick. So if that's the case, though, then we gotta ask ourselves, are we actually playing a game anymore, or is the game just playing us at this point? Because instead of playing a video game, you're really just playing a virtual slot machine when you think you're controlling the player, but the game is just playing itself and asking you for more money. And once you figure all this out, you can't be bothered to play online multiplayer games, even if you wanted to. You can't see it for anything else than a rigged game meant to waste your time and take your money. They've basically become carnival games, and we're the suckers who keep playing the ring toss game. Just one more ring. Just one more ring to rule them all. It's really unfortunate because I loved playing online multiplayer games, and I met a lot of friends doing it. And as far as solutions to the cheating problem, the only thing that I can come up with off the top of my head is that a multiplayer game would be completely server-side, and you would just stream the game so that nobody could alter their files. And the only thing a person would have to be able to cheat with is their controller, which could easily be monitored and banned immediately if found out. That's all I could really come up with. I don't see how you solve this massive cheating problem at this point. I mean, it's just too big. It's too big to fail. But yeah, there's a lot more to be said on this subject, but I just wanted to make a quick rant video and touch base on it. Let me know what you guys think about it, and if you have any solutions that could potentially solve the cheating problem in online gaming, because I would really love to get back to playing multiplayer online games, but it doesn't look like it's in the foreseeable future for me, boys. Anyways, until next time, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.